Which of the following is not a characteristic of arthropods? A. Radial symmetry. B. Exoskeleton. C. Jointed legs. D. Segmented body. The answer is radial symmetry. Radial symmetry refers to the body parts that are arranged around a central axis. An example of animals with radial symmetry are the starfish and jellyfish. Arthropods, on the other hand, have bilateral symmetry, meaning when you divide the arthropod longitudinally, what you will see on the right side will also be present on the left side. Just a review, exoskeleton is the outermost covering of an arthropod. And jointed legs, of course, arthropods have jointed legs. So remember the etymology of the word arthropods. Arthros meaning joint. Pod or poda meaning legs or foot. Also, they have segmented body. Next, this type of antennae is found among scarab beetles. A. Bipectinate. B. Clavate. C. Filiform. D. Lamellate. The answer is lamellate or the leaf-like. So bipectinate is the double comb. Clavate is the club-like. And filiform is the thread-like. Next, the elbow-like type of antennae found among ants and weevils. A. Geniculate. B. Clavate. C. Lamellate. D. Plumose. The answer is geniculate. So plumose is the hairy antenna. It is found in male mosquitoes. So lamellates in scarabid beetles, clavate in butterfly. Next, which of the following insects have a setaceous type of antenna? A. Butterflies. B. Grasshoppers. C. Dragonflies. Or D. Houseflies. The answer is dragonflies. Butterflies have clavate antenna or the club-like. Grasshoppers have filiform or the thread-like. Houseflies have aristate or the arista-like or pouch-like. Next, praying mantis has this type of forelegs to catch their prey. A. Raptorial. B. Fossorial. C. Gressorial. Or D. Scansorial. The answer is raptorial. So these legs are used for grasping the prey of the mantis. Fossorial is used for digging and you will see it in mole crickets. Gressorial is used for walking. Scansorial is used for clinging in Pteropterans or the louse. Next, the damage caused by stem borer during the reproductive stage of the rice plant, characterized by the pale appearance of the unfilled grains. A. Dead heart. B. Whitehead. C. Wilting. Or D. False moth. The answer is whitehead. Dead heart refers to the dead tillers due to the larval feeding during tillering or vegetative stage of the rice crop. Wilting is the loss of rigidity and drooping of plants, generally caused by insufficient water in plants. So false moth, it is characterized by a mass of velvety spores or yellow fruiting bodies. So the grains infected with false moth appear as chalk-like, while the smut causes the swelling of the grains and appear as whitish-gray irregularities which expands and turn black as they fill with spores. So you will see smut in corn. Next, the collective term for parasitic and predatory insects that feed on insects. A. Phytophagous insects. B. Entomophagous insects, C. Polyphagous insects, or D. Saprophagous insects? The answer is entomophagous insects. So entomo meaning insects, phagus meaning eating or to eat or feed on. So entomophagous insects are those insects that feed on insects. Phyto meaning plant. So these are insects that feed on plants. So poly means many. So these are insects that feed on many hosts. Next, the collective term for parasitic and predatory insects that feed on insects. A. Phytophagous insects. B. Entomophagous insects. C. Polyphagous insects. D. Saprophagous insects. The answer is entomophagous insects. So let's see their etymology. Entomo means insect. Phagus means eating or to eat or feeding on. So entomophagous insects are insects that feed on insects. While phyto meaning plants. So phytophagous insects are those insects that feed on plants. Poly means many. So polyphagous insects are those insects that have several hosts. Saprophagous, sapro, meaning putrid or rotten material. So these are insects that feed on decaying matter. Next, this insect has a leathery forewing and hind legs that are modified for jumping. A. Odonata, B. Orthoptera, C. Ephemeroptera, D. Phasmatodea. The answer is Orthoptera. Phasmatodea has a leathery forewing, but its legs are for walking. Odonata and Ephemeroptera, on the other hand, have membranous forewing. Next, a structure that is both found in a fungus and a parasitic plant, which is used to penetrate the plant tissue. A. Appressorium, B. Hostorium, C. Flagella, D. Fimbriae. The answer is Hostorium. Appressorium is a specialized cell of fungi for adhesion. Flagella, these are microscopic, hair-like or long whip-like filamentous structures involved in the locomotion of bacteria. Fimbriae are also found in bacteria, but unlike flagella, fimbriae are not long. They are short or bristle-like, and they are thin, hair-like appendages. Next, the major component of a fungi cell wall. A. Chitin and glucan, B. Chitin and peptidoglycan, C. Peptidoglycan and chitin, or D. Peptidoglycan and cellulose. The answer is chitin and glucan. So where else can we see chitin? We can see this in the exoskeleton of insects. Peptidoglycan, on the other hand, is the major component of bacterial cell wall.